Hello. Today I'm going to show that light is not a wave. Because if light was a wave, astrophysical jets would produce huge Doppler effect. But they don't. This video cannot be called an evidence, it's only argument against the wave nature of light. Let's start with Doppler effect. Doppler effect can be demonstrated by this sound. Sound that you hear from car that is passing you. Sound travels as waves of energy in the air. When you are approaching to the source of sound or when the source of sound is approaching to you, the wavelength appears to be shorter and therefore you hear higher frequency sound. The same way when you are moving away from the source of sound, wavelength appears to be longer and you hear lower frequency sound. Modern science says that light is some kind of wave too. You will see animation like this in every video that describes the propagation of light. It is told that light has frequency and has constant speed for any observer. Redshift and blueshift of light are explained just the same way as the Doppler effect for sound. According to this model, the larger the difference in speeds between the source and the observer, the larger blueshift or redshift. So we should be able to measure the speed of the source in our direction from its blueshift. Okay. Now let's review astrophysical jets. Astrophysical jets are powerful flows of matter moving in one direction through space. Physicists say that the sources of such flows are the giant black holes located in galaxy centers. Important to note that matter in those jets moves really fast. Astrophysical jets are also called relativistic jets, which means that the speed of matter is comparable with the speed of light in those jets. The most famous astrophysical jet is on the screen now. We see that it starts from a galaxy, moves through space emitting light in our direction. The speed of matter in the jet is huge, therefore if wave nature of light is true, the light produced by it should have a huge blue shift and we should be able to measure it. I tried to find information about any huge blue shifts observed, but none is available. The maximum blue shift from any source that is observed currently corresponds to the speed 1026 km per second, as they say. 1026 km per second is a huge speed, but it's only 1/300th of the speed of light and I would not call this speed relativistic. So either the speed of matter in jets is not higher than 1/300th of the speed of light. Or Doppler effect for light does not work the way it works for waves, the way it works for sound for example. Therefore light is not a wave. So we need an alternative explanation for redshift and blueshift. According to the theory I describe, absolute frame of reference exists. Light with fastest speed A is emitted only in absolute frame of reference. Speed of light emitted by moving source is slower than A. Absolute speed of source V plus speed of light emitted by it C always equals A. Redshift and blueshift are caused by difference in light speeds. Our Earth is a moving source. Light emitted by us has speed c equals a minus v, where v is the absolute speed of Earth in the absolute frame of reference. C is less than a. Therefore light from other sources can be faster than c. But whatever speed other sources have, their light cannot be faster than a. And therefore there can be no huge blueshift. As for the maximum blueshift that corresponds to the speed 1026 km per second mentioned above. Please note that all my theory is based on logic and is not finished yet. Hard to expect a theory of everything from just one human. Therefore I still need to understand what causes the spectrum of atoms, and after that it might be clearer what that maximum blueshift really means. Is it connected with our own absolute speed or not? But anyway, it should be quite clear now that Doppler effect does not work for light the way it works for sound. We don't observe any huge blue shifts from sources that move fast in our direction. In other videos on this channel I've provided additional arguments and evidences against the currently accepted model of light behavior. Also I've proposed alternative model and explained why this model fits the reality better and how it can be tested in experiment. Also, I've proposed alternative reason for the cosmological redshift that is explained by space expansion and Doppler effect at the moment. That alternative explanation includes numerical evidence. Links to the corresponding videos will appear in the upper right corner of the screen now. Alternative postulates for special relativity. Astrophysical jets disprove special relativity. Contradiction in special relativity. There was no Big Bang. The Hubble's constant is the electromagnetic radiation per second. Thank you for your attention.